Imagine if bears and wolves had a high school reunion. The wolf would be that jock who got a 9-to-5 job, while the bear would be the party animal who still lives in the wild. Now let's look at these two fascinating creatures. They're both mammals, covered in fur, and have a diet that's as carnivorous as your Uncle Bob at a barbecue. But there's more to these majestic beasts than just their love for meat. Bears, with their burly physique and don't-mess-with-me attitude, are like that gym buff who's always ready for a workout. Wolves, on the other hand, are lean and swift. Think of them as the track stars of the wild kingdom, but it's not all about the physical. Bears and wolves are also known for their intelligence. They're not just brawn, folks. They're like that friend who can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute, but can also bench press twice their weight. So if you ever see a bear and a wolf in the wild, remember, they might just be discussing their latest hunting strategies, or their favorite Netflix series. If Facebook existed in the wild, bears and wolves would probably have a complicated relationship status. Now let's dive into the social lives of these fascinating creatures. Picture this. A bear is like that introverted friend who enjoys their own company, while a wolf is the life of the party, always surrounded by their pack. Both are territorial, sure, but in very different ways. A bear's idea of a perfect evening is a quiet night in, munching on some delicious berries, while a wolf is all about those wild pack howls under the moon. Think about it. When a bear says, "I need some space," they mean it, literally. They need a whole forest. On the other hand, when a wolf says the same thing, they're probably just trying to find a better spot in the pack. So if you ever find yourself wanting to retreat into your cave or feeling the urge to run with the wolves, don't worry, it's completely natural. So when you're feeling antisocial, remember, you might just be channeling your inner bear. So who would win in a bear versus wolf showdown? Well, that's like asking who would win in a fight between The Rock and Kevin Hart. We've had quite the discussion, haven't we? We've explored the social lives of our furry friends, and I'm sure you've been on the edge of your seat during our bear versus wolf showdown. Now let's take a moment to recap. Remember when we talked about bears' love for honey? Well, imagine a bear, sticky paws and all, wrestling with a wolf over the last jar at the supermarket. Or consider the wolf's pack mentality. Picture a group of wolves pulling off a coordinated heist to steal the bear's picnic basket. Our hypothetical showdown might be more of a sitcom than a boxing match. And honestly, isn't that a more entertaining thought? In the end, bears and wolves are more similar than we think. They both enjoy long walks in the forest, fresh meat, and an occasional swim. And just like us, they probably hate Monday mornings too.